So what you're seeing right now is a presentation slides that was created by Gemini AI. So I basically just want to create a presentation about benefits of running, and this whole design, this whole document was generated by Gemini in less than 2 minutes. So this is actually a new native feature that's finally arrived at Gemini, because previously, if you want to generate a presentation using Gemini, then that means you are basically creating a presentation website. It is still a website, but it is kind of behaving like a presentation. But this time around, this is a truly native presentation generator in Gemini AI, and you can even export that into Google document, which means you can download the document as PDF or perhaps even the PowerPoint format. So I'm going to show you on how you can generate a great looking, professional and beautiful presentation using Gemini AI. So let's navigate to gemini.google.com, and for this example, I have this document. This is a document that talks about the names of coffee, and honestly, I'm not quite familiar with that, so I want to use Gemini to turn that into a nice and digestible presentation. So I'm going to upload the document, and after that, you can provide an instruction like, hey, please generate a presentation from this document. So basically, in your instruction or prompt, you might want to include something like generate presentation or make presentation, create slides, etc. So that will trigger the function in Gemini to actually generate presentation. Now, just to be safe, I highly recommend to click tools and then enable the canvas mode. Now, after that, you can send a message and you'll see that it will open the canvas mode, and it is not creating, a website. It is not doing any code. It will design a presentation, and that can be done in less than 2 minutes most of the times, and it's really, really amazing. And then later, I'll show you a few other things that you can do after the presentation was generated. So I'll be back in a second. So the slides are being generated. It will generate usually more than 10 slides, but you can always specify the number of slides, and also you can specify the color theme or approach or angle that you want to have in the presentation. You can specify that in your own prompting, but here I was just using a simple prompt just to give you an example. Now, as you can see, the slides, the presentation has been generated and it looks great. So you can click this navigation button to move from one slide to another. And of course, there are some pictures, and these pictures are actually based on some images on the internet. So it is able to gather the most relevant data or content to be included into your presentation. So that's actually pretty nice. And right here, there is the night mode button, I believe. So it's kind of turning the background into black so people can focus on your presentation. Now here, if you want to open this presentation in a much bigger screen, then you can click this share button. And of course, you can also utilize this feature to actually share the presentation to anyone, to your friend, to your colleague, or to other students. And they can see the presentation, they can play around with it, and they can even download that to their computer. And speaking about downloading the presentation, you can click this download button. So this button will actually generate or turn the presentation into a PDF document. So it might take several seconds, and then after that, the file will be saved to your device. But if you click the export to slides button, then it is essentially creating a Google Slides document based on this presentation. So it will open a new tab, and then there's going to be a new document in Google Slides, which again later you can download as various formats like a PDF or perhaps PPTX and many others. So it is cross-compatible with other AI platforms or other presentation software, and that's pretty amazing. And yeah, that's basically how you can generate a nice looking and professional presentation using Gemini AI. And it is really amazing that we now have this native feature, because I still remember that about 6 months ago, the only way to create a presentation with Gemini is by essentially creating a web-based presentation. But now we have a native feature in Gemini that can do it. So that's basically how you can turn any document or create any presentation using Gemini AI. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.